Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look again here at AVAX. Double checking a couple of, important key factors here. We can see this potential playout from yesterday working very well. Instructed my community to get in at about $36.25. So far, so good, getting that nice little bounce. Likely to sweep this upper level liquidation. So let's go ahead and take a look at that as well. Quick heads up too, if you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. I hope you can learn something today. If you do want to become a better trader, again, CryptoCache.tech is a site. Link down below, and you can join our fantastic community. We got some really cool people over there, really cool, fun traders. We like to have some. We like to enjoy life, right? And quick congrats to DYDX, good little 31% in 2 days. Injective 7 days, 33%. A nice older Caspa trade came through at 100%. And then, of course, Bitcoin 40% in 12 days. So it's been a nice, profitable little 24 hours for us. What's AVAX in store for, right? What's going to happen next? Well, this is that liquidation level I was talking about. Half of it was partially swept, here at about $37.25. So we got that little wick up there to sweep that liquidity. There's still a little bit left, but keep in mind, it's done its job, right? That's basically what a liquidation sweep is all about. Essentially, retesting most recent highs with a liquidation sweep, and the price pulls back. Granted, the price is pulling back for Solana because Bitcoin is pulling back too. You got to recognize that. But these are low volume candles, nothing super crazy, so I'm not massively concerned with this. But we want to go with the worst case scenario here today too. So we're going to talk about what that looks like. I discussed that with Solana too, in just a sense of the fact that the price action there's potential for it to pull back. We got to just be ready for that and recognize that's a potential reality. Mainly because Bitcoin pulls back to 69, 70,000, we're going to see a correction from a lot of altcoins. It really hinges on how Bitcoin dominance performs. If Bitcoin dominance can kind of stay here below this resistance range, then we're going to be fine with altcoins. If it starts shooting upwards, we got to be careful and recognize that there could be somewhat of a reckoning for some altcoins. Okay, either way you look at it here, I would not bet against the house. The overall situation here is that Bitcoin's still bullish, even if it's at 69,000. So while it may still pull back, it's not really advantageous to consider shorting. That's those are my 2 cents. And you're going to probably hear me say that a lot, just in general, because it is inherently more risky to take a short because there's no limit to how high a price can go. There's always a limit to how low it can go though, right? Okay, so taking a look here at the SMAs. We're in between, literally, doji candle right smack dab in the middle of all four. So that doesn't tell us too much. While getting above the 20-day SMA would be great, that's more like a little trend setter. That's not something we absolutely have to close above. Key takeaway here is that we're getting closer to staying above 50 in the RSI. And I say closer because today's candlestick hasn't closed yet. But generally speaking, we're in a good shape, good situation where the price action is moving higher, stochastic swinging up. We have a lot of quote-unquote bullish scenarios here. More bullish than bearish here in the overall sense. Okay, again, we got some resistance above us with moving averages, but minus that, everything's telling us that we are due to continue further higher with AVAX. Okay. So, having said that, where are we at in the 4 hour? Well, roughly the same situation. We just got rejected by the 100-day SMA at about $37.25. No surprise there, that 0.382 fib level, as I mentioned yesterday, is going to be our initial point of resistance. Okay. Now, if we do look at the most recent time frame, this is just a rough sketch from mid-May, maybe just say 3 weeks worth of trading. We can see the most recent price action at 37.50 is the current point of control. In other words, in the last, ever since we've retraced, we can see there's been the most amount of volume at this level. Okay? And that's important to recognize because that should be a support level for us if the price can continue further up. Having said all that, everything else looks pretty strong here on the 4 hour time frame. I like that the MFI is very high and the RSI isn't. Generally, that's a good sign. It means we got a lot of sustainability of the price action. There's a lot of money moving in this coin in the last 14 candles. That may be about 2.5 trading days. That's awesome because RSI is not overextended, letting us know we have more continuation potential or more room for another leg up. Okay. Taking a look at the hourly here, let's quickly note just one last thing here. We'll call it for you. We can see Ichimoku Cloud looking pretty strong here. Everything is green here in the overall sense. Lagging span's free and clear, conversion lines of the baseline. While the lagging span isn't like perfect, and it is potentially a case in point where you may want to consider securing profits if you're heavy in profit, there's still more bullish signs than bearish signs. And if we do take a look at our TPO here, we can kind of recognize as well that we have a pretty solid amount of point of control. Again, the most recent 48 hours averaged out somewhere in the range of about $36.50. So right smack dab, you take the average of the last 24 to 48 hours, and you combine those together, we have the most amount of volume in this last 2 days of trading at $36.50. So hypothetically, 36.50 should be the support. That's running fairly concurrent with that point of control in the overall sense from the last 3 weeks. So those are all good things. Generally speaking, AVAX is exuding some really good qualities here. The fact that it hasn't pulled back super hard with Bitcoin retracing is pretty impressive, leading me to believe that we are more likely to continue further up. But as a worst case scenario, just say hypothetically the price does pull back, right? Let's just go with the worst case here. Just give you some really small time fibs. 0.5, 0.618 would make sense. So 35.50 to 35.80 would be a worst case scenario for us if the price continues to pull back. And that would give us an ABC pattern and essentially put us in a position where the price should leg up from there. Now, again, this is just strictly, I'm shooting from the hip here. None of that really truly matters. I just like to cover that because people ask a lot, like what a worst case scenario is, what would be some good dollar cost average targets. As I mentioned to my community yesterday, a few of my members got in at about $36.20, $36.25, right in that range. That's this most recent high turned into a new low. So it's pretty obvious. You can see here, price action had a lot of difficulty crossing that level, came back down, has a lot of support at that range. So that, to me, is a place in which you want to consider adding to your position if the price pulls back, roughly $36. Okay. So anyways, just some stuff, food for thought. Do me a favor though, before you go, hit the like button, comment below. Do yourself a favor. Join Bitunix, phenomenal exchange, best exchange we've ever used. We've been using them for almost a year now, and they give us a lot of benefits here as a community. So go ahead and check out this reward. If you use my link to register previously, you're automatically eligible. If you want to use my link moving forward, just claim some of those easy future bonus. Check it out. Again, they also have a really awesome one, 10,000, where you get $1,500 bonus as well. So that might be a consideration for you too. Either way, help us grow our Twitter, Telegram, Discord, YouTube, TikTok, all this stuff here. I'm bringing shorts to you as well. So hoping to hit you on all angles there, keep you abreast with it in the market. So thanks again so much for your time, folks. We'll look forward to seeing the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.